So I 3D printed and made my own solar filter for my telescope. And the only downside of that is you need a case to store this in. I found a guy on Printables who's selling this case, which is designed for the Vaonis Vespera filters. And he sold the STL files for $5, and so that was a pretty decent deal. This 3D printed filter is just slightly bigger than the OEM filters, or maybe my printer just is a little bit off, but I had to scale the case in X and Y by 2% to get this ring to easily fit in there. Now, I also scaled the case up at 120%, so 20% bigger than he had, because this filter sticks up above that ring there, so I need to be a little bit higher. And so because I have the solar film at the top there, I am taking some optical cloth, like cleaning cloth for glasses, and I just cut it to shape here to fit inside this guy, and I'm just going to super glue it in. Now, this case is designed to have some very specific sized magnets stuck in there, and there's some slots you stick in here. I've found that it just friction fits and holds on its own pretty well. It's not like super tight, but it's enough so I'm not worried about like falling apart. And so I'm not bothering with the magnets. That might just be because my printer puts lots of layer lines on, and those layer lines give me the friction I would need for that. Now I imagine if you pay $200 for the official filter, it comes with a nice carrying case. Alright, now CA glue off gases, so I'm going to put this outside in the sun for 6 hours or so before I kind of stick it right on the surface of that guy there, just to make sure it's fully cured and all of that stuff has been finished off gassing before I stick it up against my filter. Alright, so these are my cases I've made. This one's for the solar filter, and I have this other one which is where I keep the dual band filter holder. I usually don't keep the filter in here unless I'm actually using it, because I can use that dual band filter in my other telescopes. And so, they are friction fit together. They might pop out if you hit them really hard, but just kind of, holding like this, they're fine. And so they are small enough to fit in that box there. I can still fit all of the other things around them that I need to, so everything still stores in my case here.